Manchester United back in action this weekend. Southampton up now. Away from home for Manchester United. Now our away form has been superb over the last year, but that has been mostly due to no fans, I believe. But Manchester United could equal an Arsenal record of away games unbeaten this weekend if we avoid defeat. Now Southampton probably a decent opposition for Manchester United going away from home. I don't think that they're the strongest that they could be this season. They've lost Danny Ings, which I think was a massive blow to Southampton, and I'm not sure how good they're going to be in the league this season. They lost last time out against Everton, but they're still going to be a difficult team for Manchester United to beat. As I say, with Manchester United, we did beat them both times last season, but come from behind 2 goals at Southampton and smashed the shit out of them that home game 9-0. So it is, I mean, Manchester United have got to be going into this game as favourites to win the game, but you know what Southampton can do at home when the fans are up for this game. They're another home game for them for the first time in absolutely fucking ages. It's been God knows how long since home fans were there, and a lot of these teams have only played one away game so far, and their fans are going to be right up for this game. And hopefully the away end's buzzing for Manchester United in this fixture. We've got a lot of attacking options, a lot of options to go with for this game, so Manchester United should be in confident mood going into this game after smashing the shit out of Leeds 5-1 last time out. But they play so open, Leeds, and a lot of teams have scored goals against Leeds. We scored a lot last season, but I think Manchester United can definitely go into this game in confident mood. Armstrong scored last time out for them at the start of that match against Everton, and they let 3 goals in that game. They've still got some good players. Adams up front as well. They've got Ward-Prowse in midfield, who's a decent player for Southampton and has been there a while now. They've got Redmond as well, who can cause problems. I think they played Theo Walcott last time out in that game. Probably past his best, Walcott, but there's still players that could cause Manchester United some problems, definitely. So Manchester United have got to be wary of this, and I'm still not totally convinced at this moment in time that Manchester United are up to keeping clean sheets at this moment in time. Although the back four was pretty good against Leeds, and it was that wonder strike which done us in that one from keeping a clean sheet. But I'm still always cautious, but I always feel that Manchester United have got goals in them now. I mean, in previous seasons under Van Gaal and Mourinho, you didn't feel that the goals were going to come, but Manchester United have got so many fucking attacking options in this team at this moment in time that you feel that we're going to score goals whenever the fuck we're playing. And even if we go behind, you are still confident that Manchester United can pull it back and get a draw or victory with the attacking talent that we've got on the pitch and on the substitutes bench. Last time we went to Southampton, it was substitute Edison Cavani that changed the game for Manchester United to help us win 3-2 away there. I think Fernandez got 1, and I think Cavani got 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken. He got at least 1 anyway. Hopefully we can see a similar amount of goals from Manchester United this time around. If we could see 3 goals, that would be fucking fantastic. But not underestimating Southampton at all. This could be a banana skin for Manchester United. It really could. So Manchester United have got to play at their best to get the job done, because we need victory in this game. Nothing short of victory will do for Manchester United in this game if we want to be challenging for the Premier League this season. Now, I wouldn't expect too many changes for Manchester United going into this fixture, because, to be honest, why change a winning team too much? Now, there's definitely going to be in goal. I personally think Manchester United should go with the back four that went with against Leeds United last time out. I really do. I think that worked well for Manchester United in that game. Lindelof was brilliant at the back, and so Maguire and Shaw and Wan-Bissaka were fine. And Rafa Varane hasn't had any football yet, so I would consider bringing him in at a later time for Manchester United, and maybe give him some time to come in off the substitutes bench if Manchester United are winning, if he is along the substitutes. But he didn't even play in the behind closed doors friendly this Tuesday gone, so he's had no football, so I wouldn't expect him to start the game. I mean, you don't very often bring a centre half on, but if Manchester United were winning the game, you could just bring him on to see the game out. But I think Lindelof and Maguire were fine against Leeds, and hopefully they can be fine in this game. I mean, Lindelof is quite an experienced centre back now. I know a lot of people have still got issues with him and his flaws in his game, but he still is a very experienced centre back and has done okay alongside Harry Maguire over the last year or so. Now, I think pretty much keep the team the same for this game. Pretty much anyway. I would think the midfield two will pretty much go with the same. Scott McTominay and Fred, I thought they were both fine against Leeds. Fred getting himself a goal, then getting himself a goal in the friendly win in the week over Burnley. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him start again in this fixture. Both of them. I know they've both had a lot of criticism over the time for Manchester United, but I don't see why they shouldn't start this one because of the recent game against Leeds, and I don't really want to change too much of a winning team. Maybe long term Manchester United may have to evolve and change the team up a bit when more players come back to full fitness and are ready to play. We have got players that are still not fully match fit and ready to go, so I would keep them too. And with Pogba playing so well on that left hand side, Bruno Fernandes in the more number 10 role, then Mason Greenwood up front, and I would go with Jadon Sancho on the right hand side. I mean, James wasn't terrible against Leeds, but I didn't think he offered enough for Manchester United that we're probably going to need in future games. Now, Edinson Cavani isn't going to start this game, but he's been in training alongside Rafael Varane, so I would personally expect both of these two players to be along the substitutes for this game, and hopefully we will see them at some point in this game. We haven't got a lot of matches at this moment in time to play. It's only really one game a week at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't another friendly game that's been prepared behind closed doors for the coming week, sometime maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I wouldn't be surprised if that isn't the case, because some of them players do need minutes under their belts, and they haven't had it too much at the moment. We've got a massive squad that Manchester United have got to deal with at this moment in time. We haven't seen no Amad Diallo at this moment in time. Lingard, I don't know what's happening with him. Hannibal, there's so many players that are not getting nowhere near the first team or even much on the bench at this moment in time. The likes of Juan Mata as well. And some of these players may be needed at some point. I mean, we've still got the likes of Van der Beek, Matic that aren't going to be getting a lot of football probably, so we're going to have to maybe play another friendly game midweek to get them some more game time, because there's no Champions League at this moment in time. So Manchester United are probably going to need to give them minutes at some point. I don't expect him to rotate the side too much at the moment from a winning side, but Jadon Sancho's played a bit of game time in that friendly. He come off the substitutes bench last time out against Leeds, so I think he should be ready. I mean, he hasn't played a lot of football in the Euros, but I think now he could be ready for a start. And maybe if Manchester United are winning this game, we could decide to bring him off. If we're not, we could always bring Dan James onto the pitch with his pace to get at Southampton in the second half. And Dan James is, for me, is a squad player, and there's nothing wrong with the squad player. We've still got the likes of Martial as well that can come into the starting lineup. He hasn't played a lot of football, but I think at this moment in time, probably with the fact that how well Greenwood played, I know his goal did come from him playing on that left-hand side at that moment in time, and I think he's always been better coming in off that right-hand side and getting that shot away with his left foot and that. But at this moment in time, we haven't got Edinson Cavani, so Greenwood's been having to play at that number 9 position, and I'm not sure if it is his best position or not yet. He can evolve into that position maybe. Last season he was very poor in that position, but we will have to wait and see. But I think at this moment in time he would have to be ahead of Anthony Martial. He did get credited for the goal midweek, but he hasn't been in form for ages, Martial, really, so it would be a concern for me if he had to start this game for Manchester United in that number 9 position at this moment in time. But you can't rule him out as having an impact on the game, because we know what Anthony Martial's like. On his day he can be absolutely brilliant, so we will have to wait and see. But it does give Manchester United options. If you've got, say, Dan James on the bench, Cavani, Martial, then you've got Matic, Donny van der Beek, maybe Mata. You've got a shit ton of options there, and because we can have 9 substitutes on the bench now, you've got Varane probably going to be on there. That is a shit hot bench for Manchester United. That is a lot better than it used to be. I mean, at one point when Solskjaer was here, when we lost to Burnley 2-0 about fucking God knows how long ago, 20 odd months ago, Manchester United had players like fucking Mata playing, Pereira starting, probably Jones starting that game. Now them fuckers aren't even barely getting on the substitutes bench, some of them players. And that is how the team has evolved, and Manchester United have got better. This team is so much better than the team that Solskjaer come into when he first took over Manchester United. The clear out has been coming gradually. These players are gradually moving on. We've still got more players like Jones, probably Mata will leave in a year's time, and Lingard will leave at some point in time. But Manchester United are definitely evolving into a good quality team, and them substitutes can be useful for Manchester United over the coming months to bring the squad depth up for Manchester United. And I feel that Solskjaer's going to now utilise the bench a lot more in quicker time in games, because last season, the season before, he didn't want to utilise the bench because you had the likes of Agallo, James, people like that on the bench, Mata, who weren't as good as the players starting. But now you're looking at the bench, you can bring Martial on for Greenwood, and that isn't a bad substitution at all. Martial on for Sancho, or if you bring him on for James, that's an upgrade in the team. So you've got so many options that are quality options, and it's almost becoming like for like, which Man City have got in abundance. They've got players that you think, Jesus, you're taking off Mahrez, you're bringing on Sterling, you're bringing on Jesus, you're bringing on De Bruyne. They're bringing on top quality players time and time again, and Manchester United now are starting to get a squad that is good enough to do that and hopefully challenge for this title this season. I'm expecting Manchester United to get the job done against Southampton. I think that Manchester United are going to be too strong for this Southampton team, but their fans are going to be right up for this game. I'm going to go for Manchester United winning this game 2-1. I think they're probably going to score. Like Adams and Armstrong up front could cause Manchester United problems with Ward-Prowse giving us trouble as well, because I do like Ward-Prowse. I think he is a talented player. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this game. How do you see Manchester United going in this game? Do you think we should start with Dan James and utilise his pace down the sides? Because Manchester United have been good with pace in the team in recent years. Certainly on the counter attack, Manchester United have. Or would you go with Jadon Sancho, bring him in from the start? I'd like to see him come in from the start personally for this game and see what he can do. We know he's a bag of tricks, can score goals, can assist goals, and hopefully it will bring a lot of excitement to Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're watching this on Facebook, please do share the video. It really does help this channel grow, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.